Maestro music.
The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What is up? What's going on? Got a late stream today. Got a Sunday stream today, actually. Yeah, XXI, you're right, man. I am not gonna stream tomorrow. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. So you're right, man. So figured I'd hop on here today, man. I didn't hop on here on Friday because I had some stuff to take care of. So, man, figured I'd hop on here today, see what's good with everybody. See what's good, see what's going on. See who hops on. What's good with you, XXI? Man, how you doing today? How you doing on this Sunday, brother? Tell me what you got going on this Sunday. But just was gonna go over some market stuff, some stories I was reading on, some stuff like that. Not too much. I'm gonna stay on here for a second, but that's about it. About an hour or so. But yeah, I just figured I'd hop in. XRP's up. I am winning on my XRP. I'm loving it, man. You good? Just chilling. Yeah, me too, man. I was sitting here and I was like, you know what, man? I'm reading through this news. I got stuff going on. I don't really have much going on today. Finished a lot of stuff already. So I was like, let me hop on here on a surprise Sunday stream. See who pops in. There's my man Anti-Rock right there. What's good? Always supporting. So figured I'd hop on here on Sunday. Little unusual for me to be on here. Not in the morning, especially on the weekends. But I missed Friday, and then I turned around and I probably won't stream tomorrow morning because I have some early morning stuff I got to take care of. So figured I'd get out here popping with you guys today, man. See what's good. So, but yeah, market looks good today, man. XRP is rolling today. This case is getting wrapped up. That's one of the little stories I had up here on my screen that I was going to go through. Is this case is about to get wrapped up here pretty soon. Everybody believes, we've been here before, right? Where we were talking about this case getting wrapped up, and everybody was looking forward to it, and I think it will. I think this case is quicker to being over than it is not. XRP surges on investors' hopes that Ripple defeats SEC. I think Ripple will win this case. In the next weeks. Their CEO came out and said that he expects this thing to be over in a couple weeks. And he doesn't speak just to speak. Garland House doesn't speak just to speak. Usually when he speaks, there's a lot of relevance to what he's saying, and he's backing it up. So, I think they know something. Charles Hoskinson from Cardano came out and said that they expect this thing to be wrapped up too in a couple weeks. So I think that they know something that we don't know. I think everybody's just kind of waiting for the official ruling, waiting for the judge to wrap up the paperwork, waiting for both sides to review it. the Hinman emails are close to coming out here in the middle of June. I forget the exact date. I want to say the 12th, but I could be wrong. And I think when them come out, I don't think the SEC wants them out, right? They don't want them emails out. Kind of makes them look stupid if these come out. The little bit that we know is in them. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you see in the ruling come out sooner rather than later, and then the Hinman emails don't ever see the light of day. But we'll see. Maybe they do. Maybe they do, and but and you got to understand too, a lot of this XRP buying pressure is coming from the Asian market. They are buying the hell out of XRP. They have for a while. They have been buying it for a while. So, the Asian market's actually going crazy with buying XRP because they can. In the United States, you're really not supposed to be buying XRP. So the Asian markets have free reign on Binance Global, places like that, that are still have XRP listed. It's just not listed on XRP US. So I mean on Binance US. So these guys are really buying it up. I think it'll be over at the end of the month. I think so too, XXI. I think anytime, any day now. I think this thing will be over. Probably more towards the end of the month than sooner, I guess we would say. Because I think this thing's ready to be over, man. This thing's over 2 years old. So friends want to ride the energy of XRP. Yeah, I just think this thing's 2 years old now. And in its time, XRP doesn't really have a lot. The SEC doesn't have a lot more of a defense out there, right? They put all their cards on the table. Ripple put all their cards on the table. Obviously, Ripple has really made the case for itself that it's not a security. And there's a bill in the House that we'll look at here in a minute, and I'll break it down where I think this Ripple case plays a little into what's going on. Chris B, what's going on, man? Surprise Sunday stream for me, so I figured I'm not gonna be on here tomorrow morning because I have a lot to take care of, and I didn't get at you guys on Friday, so figured I'd just pop up on you guys on Sunday and see what everybody's doing. But yeah, so Ripple's price is flying. A lot of it's coming from the Asian market. This case, I'm with you, XXI. I think it's closer to the end of the month. We'll get some clarity on the Ripple XRP case. I think they're gonna win. I think they'll be deemed anything that says that they're not a security is a win for them. Do I expect a full out win across the board for Ripple? I don't know. That's going to be hard. But everything outside of them guys being a security is really irrelevant. They're all like fines or, technicalities or things like that. But really what you gotta figure out is whether it's a security or not. And anything outside of that, I think anything that says that they're not a security is a win for Ripple. Will they win all the way across the board? I don't know. We're gonna see, but we're gonna find out. But the whole key is whether you're a security or not, and everything else after that to me is irrelevant. And I think it's going to be irrelevant to the market. Chris was gonna go to bed. You was gonna go to bed. And see you stream in the morning. Sorry about that, man. I got a lot of business to take care of tomorrow morning. I actually have a couple meetings I got to take care of early, and then I have a doctor's appointment I got to get to. So there's no way for me to fit all that in. So I figured I'd just pop up on you guys on a Sunday. But what the hell? Why not, right? But the market's looking pretty good today, guys. It really is. I like what I'm seeing. We're at like a $1.15 trillion market cap right now. Market's looking good. Bitcoin's hanging in there. It loves that $27,000 range. It seems to fall in love with that. Ethereum just under 1900. A little surprised by that. I didn't think that Ethereum would come under 1900 this weekend, but it's just under 1900. So, call it split hairs if you want to. BNB's hanging in there pretty good. But here's the big winner. XRP. When you look at this thing, sitting at 54 cents right now. We hugged 30 cents for a long time, right? Right around that 30-cent mark. We'll go ahead and we'll pull this back a year. And actually, let's just go all just simpler that way. We hugged this 30-cent mark up in here. For a long time since this whole SEC case happened, this 30 to 40 cent range right here. But when you go to the all chart and you look at XRP's all-time high right here, you're looking at $3, right? And then this SEC case happened and the bottom just fell out of this thing, right? So I've been accumulating XRP all the way down through here. So I'm sitting on quite a significant amount of XRP that I bought in that 30, that 30-cent range down through here. I think it was like my average cost is like 32 cents. I'm sitting there, I'm waiting. I think as soon as that SEC case is over, you'll see this all-time high again. That FOMO will really kick in. What I think is going to happen, and this is just my thought with this thing, is you're going to see this thing, if the SEC, if Ripple wins, you're going to see this thing get listed on all the tier 1 exchanges again. And what's going to happen is you're going to see that Coinbase effect. You're going to see that Binance effect. You're going to see all of that. So, but remember, XRP is listed on Binance Global, but it's just not listed on Binance US. So Binance already holds XRP. They just need to roll it over to the US. No problems. No problem. I missed you Monday to Thursday. Yeah, I wasn't on Friday, man, but so I had some stuff going on Friday. I had some meetings, man. It's been a little crazy at work lately. I had to turn over a whole department, so a lot of hiring, a lot of stuff going on. So, GS, what's going on, brother? What's going on, man? How are you? How are you, man? So. Yeah, Annie Rock, man. Annie Rock's in the building. I don't think Annie Rock's been in the stream in a minute. But he be on the sidelines on me, man. Annie Rock always be like, he's always here. He's always rolling around on the sidelines, but always supporting at the same time. So appreciate that. But you see, I just think that you're gonna see this thing up at $3 here in a minute. As soon as this case is over. Do I see it getting any higher than $3 at its all-time high in this market right now? I don't. I think it'll hit its all-time high. I think that's kind of where it'll level out for a little while between $3 and $2.50, somewhere up in there. I think it'll trade there for a little while. I think it'll trade sideways for a while. People will be taking their profits. You got to remember, a lot of people are still holding XRP, and they were buying on the way up. Right. Obviously, they've DCA'd their way down, but if they were smart, I know a lot of people who were buying at $1 or something, who have bought down here in the 30-cent ranges and really DCA'd their way down. But they're going to be looking to take profits at that $3 range, at that $2.50 range, somewhere in there. So I think it'll hover around that $3 to $2.50 range for a while. What's good? Yes. Yeah, and they right. I'm working. Man, I know you are, man, but I always love your support, man. You're always here. You're always in the Twitter spaces too, man. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you a lot. Appreciate everything you do for MMAI too, man. And we're all just grinding away. Uh, doing good, bro. Your 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 normal your normal streams. Your normal streams during the week. During the week, super early. Yeah, they are early. They're early for me, GS man. Too. I get up, I do my thing in the morning, and then I stream a little bit, and and then I and then I go to work. So it's an early morning for me too, GS. But you know what? I think for me that's the best time because I'm such of an early riser. I'm up so early. I'm ready to rock and roll, and I figured there's no sense of me just sitting there by myself, right? So what I'm sharing with you guys, I'm doing anyways. So I might as well just share it with you in the morning. So I mean that's my morning routine, whether I'm streaming or not, right? So um, you know, obviously we like to look at these bubbles. We like these bubbles. Luna Classic is on a run right now. I don't cover a lot of Luna Classic because one, I think that the project is crap. And two, I don't want to say the project's crap. I think the community's crap. And two, like they just can't seem to get out of their own way. When Do Kwon kind of left them guys high and dry, they had the ability to do a lot of great things over there at Luna Classic, and they created so many different communities. They were all stepping on each other. They could never get anything done. I wish them guys the best and all that, but the question that I have and I've always had with Luna Classic, and I'm glad that people are making money on it now, is does Do Kwon still have the keys, any part of the keys to Luna Classic? And you can't get a firm yes or no on that. And if he does, then this project's dead in the water, right? They can do everything that they want, but at any moment in time, if he still has any set of keys to that contract, then he can just come in and pull liquidity anytime he wants. So I got a I got a big bag. I got a big bag at about 26 pounds back. Okay, Chris. So you're in pretty good then. Are you waiting for the run? I think everybody's waiting for this XRP run, man. I'll tell you guys straight up, I buy my XRP on Pancake Swap. Because I'm here in the United States. I buy it on Pancake Swap. I don't mess with Uphold where you can buy XRP. I just don't. I'm not a fan of Uphold. I don't think it's a bad exchange. I'm just not a fan of it. I haven't had a good experience over there. I tried to trade over there. They held my withdrawals. So I don't really use Uphold. I buy it on Pancake Swap. I buy it on the DeFi side on BNB. And I know a lot of us that I talk to buy our XRP over there. And when it does run, the key to that is when it does run. For me, it's cheap. We get to stay away from them Ethereum fees that are just outrageous. And anytime I get a chance to skate the Ethereum fees and move things to the BNB side, I do that. Just because, in a bull run or when the market's hot, Ethereum gas fees are just ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I need more XRP. XRP under a dollar. What I think, I was thinking about this today, XXI. I was like, man, I should probably throw a couple thousand at XRP at like 50 cents and just wait for it to get to like $1.50 or something like that, and just go ahead and sell it for a short-term bag, just to turn a quick profit. Because I have my long-term bags of XRP already set and ready to go. They're packed. So you see it above $5. I don't have it going above $3. I think it's going to level off between $3 and between 3 and 250 for a little while. I think it's going to trade sideways there. I bought mine on Kraken. Yeah, see, here where I'm at, like I can't use Kraken, so I'm very, very limited in the exchanges I can use where I'm at. Actually, there's only 2 centralized exchanges that I can use in the state where I'm at, and that's Gemini and Coinbase. Technically, there's only 2 that I can use. I do trade on MEXE, but there's a way that I do it where I'm allowed to trade on there. I get mine off of Uphold. You're on Uphold. See, I just didn't have a good experience. I think they're a good exchange, and they're safe. The tokens that they list are safe. But I'm not a big fan of people holding my deposit, right? I mean my withdrawals. And when they held my withdrawal, I was like, well, hold on. I don't like that. I've had some bad experience with some exchanges holding withdrawals, and that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Probably gonna go heavy on it this month. So yeah, you're buying a lot this month. I really thought about buying a flip bag, and I just might, but I figure my thought is too is like I had a thought too where I might buy a couple bags of XRP, additional short-term bags of XRP, just because I think it's gonna run when they win, and just maybe buying one around 50, maybe buying a couple thousand around 50 cents, and when that gets to $1.50, flipping that, maybe buying another one right around that same price, waiting for it to get to the $3 level and selling that one as well, and just using them for my short-term bags. Because like I said, I have a huge amount of XRP that I'm holding that I'm just sitting on in a long-term bag. So, I want to play the game as XRP is going up. I want to play that trade game, but I don't want to play that trade game with the XRP that I'm sitting on for my long run, because I'm going to wait till the bull run. I think it's really going to run. I got mine on a hold. We read that. Hey, the Crypto Smith is in the house. What's going on? Happy Sunday, man. We're just talking XRP too. So yeah, I think I really want to play that trade game when XRP comes out, because I think there's going to be that initial run up, right? And I think the big run up is going to be as the tier 1 exchanges start to roll out the XRP listings again. You're going to see it on crypto.com. You're going to see it on Coinbase. You're going to see it back on Binance. You're going to see it back on these big, huge exchanges. And remember, we've talked about this on our morning stream. When you get to these big exchanges, it's not the announcement that makes the run up happen. It's the fact that these big, huge exchanges buy their liquidity. Like the projects just don't hand them liquidity, right? They go out and buy their own liquidity. They buy it off the charts. So when you have a tier 1 exchange coming in and they're buying their liquidity, right? They're buying it in big batches and big bulk. So it makes that chart go sky high. It wouldn't surprise me if some of the big buys coming into XRP right now are from exchanges, because they're buying their liquidity. And the big tier 1 exchanges do that so that they're not indebted to the project, right? So think about it like CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried with the FTT token, right? If Sam would have just created their own liquidity pool on Binance, and Binance, just ran that for him, CZ wouldn't be able to come out in good faith and say, I own so much FTT and I'm selling it off because I don't agree with what you're doing, right? So these big tier 1 exchanges, they want the ability that if a project goes bad on them, that they're able to sell that LP off, and they're not just taking a hit on that. I think this will be the last month to buy this. I think this is it. I think if the case is over, I think this is it. I don't see these. You don't see these prices again. You don't see XRP sitting at 50 cents again. You don't see XRP sitting at $1 again. I said this. I was talking to the Crypto Smith yesterday on his channel, and to me, XRP is going to be, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, that in the coming years, XRP is going to be a token that's out of the price range of the retail investor, right? Like a regular retail investor is not coming in here and dropping $27,172 for one Bitcoin, right? To me, this token is outside of the reach of an average investor, right? To own a Bitcoin, you know what I mean? So, and I think XRP is going to be the same way. I think it's going to be outside of the reach of the average investor, whatever that means to you, right? What's outside your reach, right? So for me, Ethereum's not outside my reach. If I want to go buy some Ethereum, I'll go buy some Ethereum, right? If I want to buy it, right? But it's a little bit harder for me to go drop $27,100 on one Bitcoin, right? That's outside the reach of an average investor. Same here, GS. But around. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I think if I get a little bit of an XRP dip, I'm gonna swing it. And when I say a little, it just needs to go down a couple cents for me to buy them swing bags. I think I've been sitting on my XRP for 2 years, right? Over 2 years, right? And when so does it really matter to me? Like if I go spend money on a swing trade bag and I have to sit on it for 30 days, that's compared to what I've been sitting on XRP, it doesn't really matter. I reckon it will. I reckon it'll run. It'll run, settle. It'll run, settle, and run again. I think Christian, I think you're right. I think as you go up, people are going to start taking profits, right? So when I say to you, I think XRP will level off around the $2 or $3 mark, $2.50 to $3 mark on its initial run. What I mean is, I think you're going to see. Let's go to the all chart again. I think you'll see this thing go from 50 cents up to $1.50. It'll go sideways because a lot of people will take profits. It'll run from $1.50 up to probably $2.50, somewhere in there. It'll run again up to this $3 mark at its all-time high, right? Up in here, right around this $3 mark. And you got to remember what I said. There's still investors that are sitting on bags of XRP that they were buying at $1 or $2, right? They're still sitting on them, some of them. So they're going to take that opportunity to go all the way back in their books and look and see how much XRP they bought at these levels, right? As this thing runs up. And they're going to start selling off that XRP to break even, right? Because they're down, right? Obviously, they've DCA'd their way down in here and their average cost is lower. But if you have the ability, like let's say I bought $1,000 of XRP right here at the $3 mark, right? At the all-time high, because we didn't know anything about the SEC, and I bought $1,000 at $3, right? And I know that if that thing gets back up to $3, I'm selling $1,000 because I've sat on that for so long. I at least want to break even, right? So you're gonna see a lot of that happening all the way up through here. So you're gonna see this thing level off a couple times and then level off a couple. But I think it may run, and don't get me wrong, it may run higher than $3, right? But I think where it's going to settle in after it's done running up and down, I think it's going to settle in to that $2.50, $3 range for a little while. And it's going to trade sideways there for a while in between them two, that $2.50 and $3. And then once this market starts to turn around, because remember, we're still only sitting at $1 trillion market. Like there's not a ton of money in this market, right? So when this market starts to turn around, I think you'll see XRP go on a massive, massive, massive run. And that's how I see it. That's what I think is going to happen. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. This thing could take off to $50, right? And I'll be here for it. I'll be here for the ride. What's up, Beaver? Beaver Lumber's in the house. What's up, brother? Beaver Lumber's in the house. My first XRP sale is $10. Okay, so you're in for the long, like you have no swing, you have no nothing set up. You're $10 straight. So okay. Me personally, I'm thinking really hard about buying right around this 50-cent mark and selling at between $1.50 and $2. I just think, if this thing's gonna run, why not make money on the way up, right? Why not make money as this thing's running, right? So that's my thought process going in. And like I said, I may buy a couple different wallets where I sell at a couple different levels on the way up. And when I do that, and you guys know I'm honest with you guys about how I trade, right? Like what I buy, when I buy, not necessarily how much. I never tell you guys how much, but when I buy and how I buy and what my strategy is, right? A lot of my strategy when I do these things is that if I'm swing trading on the way up, right? What I'm trying to do for my long-term bag is I'm trying to pay for that, right? I'm trying to make enough profit that my long-term bag basically is paid for out of the profit that I make, right? So if I can catch that much money coming up by buying down here at 50 cents, selling at 150, maybe selling at $2, maybe having another one at 250, and maybe having another one at $3. And if I can time that out right, and I can put enough money into it, my long-term bag of XRP possibly could be free with the profits that I make. So that's kind of my thought process going into these things like this. And they don't always work out the way that I have them planned either. So, they don't always work out that way. If I decide to do that, they don't always work out. Sometimes you get left, sometimes, what do you do if you have all these bags and this thing just levels out at $1.50, right? Now you're selling all of it right there, right? So your plan doesn't necessarily always work out the way that it is, but I do always have a plan when I go into these things. I think I'm gonna just hold for a few years. I'm with the XXI. I've had, like I said, I have that long-term bag that I'm holding on to. I've been holding it this long, so I'm not going to stop holding it now. And could be my life-changing XRP bag. That XRP bag could retire me. But I still want to make money if I can on the way up. Yes, my average price is 33.5 cents. Yeah, that's about where I'm at, Sean. I've got no experience, no experience at swing trading. Yeah, I know we talked a little bit about that yesterday. But my average bag's around that 32 to 33 cents too. I don't know. I really do. I really think that this thing's gonna go. But I don't think. I think some people's expectations, and I always like to set expectations at a reasonable rate, right? Because we're dealing with cryptocurrency and we're dealing with trading. And anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. So I'm not going to sit here and say to you that I think XRP is going to run to $5, $10, $20 on this initial run. You know, some people may say that, and they may be right. But I like to set some reasonable expectations, and probably low, right? So we go back to the all-time high, you know, right around $3. And we can say, you know, I can honestly ask myself the question and answer the question, do I see this thing trading sideways at $3? Yeah, of course I do. Do I think that the market itself with this market cap is primed and ready for takeoff? No, no, I don't. So I have to go back to where the all-time high was. Now, somebody else may give you a prediction and say this thing's going to run and it's going to level off at $10. You know, and they may have some really good math behind that. And I'm not going to discredit them, right? But I just like to set my expectations a little bit lower so that when these things happen, my game plan is lower, right? But if I see a bunch of green candles coming in at $3 or at 250, and that's my sell point, and I see a bunch of green candles stacking on top of each other, I'm not going to sell at that point. I'm going to ride them green candles up to see how far they can take me. And if they take me to $10, then I'm going to get on that ride. I think that FOMO is going to be crazy. I do too, Sean. I think FOMO is going to be crazy too. I think it's going to be unreal. And me, I think the worst thing that can happen to XRP from a FOMO standpoint is, and I've seen this happen, you know, a couple times already. Let's say XRP wins. All the tier 1 exchanges in the United States listed on day one, right? Because then after that, then what, right? Then you're back to utility, right? You're not back to FOMO, you're back to utility, just utility, right? Which XRP is a great utility, but wouldn't it be nice if they staggered these listings, right? So that there was always hype, there was always something to talk about. The crypto community was continually on a buzz about XRP, so that it can continually grow itself, right? And continually, you know, really start to keep that FOMO going, keep that rocket ship going. But either way, I think XRP will run. Either way, I think XRP is going to be, FOMO is going to be just crazy. Either way, they could drop all the tier 1 exchanges in one day and be relisted in the United States, and FOMO will kick in, and FOMO could just keep going. But right now, the biggest buys of XRP are coming from the Asian market. And I keep saying that because the Asian market is able to buy XRP on centralized exchanges like Binance and, you know, like places like that with global exchanges. They never stop selling XRP. So right now, the majority of your volume is coming from over there. So when you see these big price increases at nighttime, a lot of times that's the Asia markets pumping the market up. So now think about that, and then think about the United States market pumping the market up at the same time. And then you get a double pump, right? You get a double pump. You get a pump from the Asia market, and you get a pump from the United States market. And then they're just you know, buying on top of each other. I think the Feds are trying to ride the wave, ride the wave of XRP. You know, I think the Feds have a lot going on right now. I think XRP. I think the senators in the House are really, they're understanding that what's going on right now with cryptocurrency is a little bit bigger than what they thought. I think that they know now that the SEC is kind of overstepping its bounds, and that they're they're out of bounds, right? And I think they're trying to correct it. I think they're trying to fix it. And it's not. Here's what I think happened. I'm going to tell you guys honestly what I think happened in this case. I think that after Gary Bear, my boy Gary the Know Nothing Gensler, decided that he was going to go to testify, and when he was done, I believe that there was a conversation that was had, because understand, the House and the Senate are his boss. I think that there was a conversation had with his bosses, and they told him enough's enough. You're gonna, this XRP case is gonna come to an end, and and I think that's what happened. And he was given his marching orders, and as he should, he made that happen. Because understand, he had an endless pot of money to fight Ripple, right? He had an endless pot of money, and that's called taxpayers' dollars, right? So he could move this thing he could move this as far as he wanted to move this, as far down the road as he wanted, using the taxpayers' money. And then the only ones that are really paying the expense for lawyer fees and court fees is Ripple, right? Because Gary Know Nothing Gensler had an endless plot of money. As long as we're paying taxes, he can continue to fight this. So, he has no reason to give in, other than a conversation with his bosses that says, hey, enough's enough. You lost. You can't prove anything that you're saying. You've lost. The Hinman, now you've exposed the SEC with the Hinman emails. You've exposed us. And not only in the Ripple case, but you've also exposed us in a Coinbase case. So you're basically exposing your own department, which in turn is exposing us. So enough is enough. We'll have the buy cycle. Let me see these emails here. Sean says we'll have the hype cycle. We'll have the hype cycle come. We'll have the hype cycle come and go before the utilities. Yeah, that hype cycle will come and go, and then we'll be strictly on working on them utilities. But I think for XRP, there's a different type of hype cycle, right? Because there's a pent up trading demand for XRP for over 2 years, right? I mean, people have been wanting to trade XRP for over 2 years. So this thing is different than a hype cycle of a token or a coin that's just coming out, or it has some big time utility coming out with it, or launch something. This is completely different. This hype is real, and the hype, not only the hype of over 2 years of pent up trading aggression, but also the hype of you beat the man, right? So when you add all of that together, there's going to be some price action. There's going to be hype, and it's going to last a while. This thing, it's not going to come and go. It's going to be here for a minute. There's no way he could have come out. There's no way he could have come out of that hearing. I'm laughing, Chris, because we talk about this hearing, and there's no way. You're right. There's no way he comes out. There's no way that Gary comes out of that hearing and is unscathed. There's no way he comes out of that hearing without conversations. There's no way he comes out of that hearing without needing to explain himself. There's no way he comes out of that hearing better off than what he went in. There's no way. There's just no way that happens. They tore him up in that hearing, man. He, by the time that hearing was done, you had no confidence in the SEC, which is not a good thing. When that's the department you're running, and that's the department that committee is in charge of overseeing. There's no good outcome to that. Other than, we come here, sit down, we need to have a conversation. We need to right this ship, right? So, that's the only logical thing that could happen, because he got his ass handed to him. Just be honest, like he did. Um, I don't know how he survived that hearing, to tell you the truth. Ooh, look at that! Look at that hour. There are the bubbles on the hour. Look at that thing. Ooh, we're losing steam in the market. The market is losing steam. We might be able to buy that XRP bag. Yeah, it's down a penny almost. Might be able to buy that 50-cent XRP bag tonight. This market keeps losing steam like this. Let's see. What else do we got to talk about today? Oh, here's something too, guys. This thing can make the markets come down. See a red. Yeah, that thing looks bad. These bowls, that looks bad. The daily doesn't look too bad, right? Looks like you might be able to survive a couple of trades, right? You come over here to the hourly, that doesn't look like you're surviving putting any money into the market. Not if you're trying to swing trade it quickly. That looks like it's going straight down. But keep in mind too, we got things like this that are happening. The Indian crypto exchanges, basically they're fighting for survival, guys, and we're talking about Coin DCX, Coin Switch, WazirX, which is a huge cryptocurrency exchange over there in India, WazirX, and others. This bear market has really taken its toll on these cryptocurrency exchanges over here in India. I was reading down through this thing, and they were talking to the CEOs of these companies, and they were just talking about how this bear market has really just killed their trading volume, basically, which in turn is their money. So this is a story, guys, that you guys got to keep an eye on, because if these centralized exchanges start to go down, what happens when these centralized exchanges start to go down. These markets start to tank. People start to lose money. These markets start to tank. Liquidity's all over the place, in these things. So, keep your eye on this India issue right here, because if WazirX goes down, that's a big deal. That is a huge exchange over there. It's this one right here you got to watch. These other ones, they're smaller. But if this one's in trouble, the cryptocurrency market could be in trouble for a little. We could see a dip. It's not going to highly affect the market for days and days and days, like FTX and everything like that. But if you get wind that this thing's going down, and it's going down in a certain time, this is why I always tell you, cash is a position, because if you have cash at this time and that initial fall happens before that rebound, you can get yourself some great prices. I love it. Yeah, I know you do. So, Pepe Inu, making a move. It is. Pepe Inu is making a move. It was making a somewhat of a positive move today. It wasn't a huge move, but it was making a move. I haven't checked it in a minute. Let me see what it's doing. I'll check it for you. What do we got here? Where's Pepe? Oh, this is on the day chart. Pepe's not making a huge move, man. Pepe's trading freaking sideways. That's not a huge move. You're spying. buying opportunities. Yeah, they are crispy. Them are definitely buying opportunities, especially when you can see them coming, right? Uh uh you can see them coming, and you know what you're watching for, like these Indian exchanges going down. If that happens, uh pepper. We'll have to look at that, but they may have to I don't look at things just to look at them either. So they might have to reach out to me, and then we'll be able to look at it. If they reach out to me, then we'll be able to look at it. Lots of buying opportunity, lots of buying opportunities. Yeah, there is. If Peppa reaches out to me, I'll be more than happy to look it up and look into it. You know, Pepe is a Pepe Pepe is a bad move. Bad move would not. Pepe is trading straight sideways. And then it's been trading straight sideways for a while. Um, Planet 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 might be a move to jump into. Um, Planet Planet. What's that? What's that Peppa? What's that Peppa Pig? I don't know. I don't know anything about Peppa. But if they reach out to me, I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. I'll be more than happy to look at it. If it's something that I can bring to my community that's legitimate, or somewhat legitimate, that you guys can make a decision on, I'll be more than happy to. But I'm not going to bring it up right here without knowing anything about it. You buy Pepe. You buy Pepe now. You buy Pepe now. You're actually liquidity. Yeah, you are. I actually own Pepe. I still hold a bag of Pepe. Um, I can tell you guys, but I bought my Pepe up in here. I'm still okay on it. The fact that it's trading sideways, I think out of this meme coin season, right, there's only going to be probably two memes that make it all the way through. Like, and with Pepe being listed where it's listed, it's got a chance, right? This thing's got a chance, right? And the only thing you're asking for is a chance. But to buy it now, you got to look at this thing is at 9 zeros, 1 2. You got to look at this thing getting to another 4 zeros, 1 2, just to 10x. And that market cap is probably got to go back up into the billion range, just for you to 10x that. So it's got to be like a billion, somewhere up in there, just for you to 10x that. That's a big lift, right? But it did it once, right? It was up here in $1 billion market cap once, right? So there's nothing to say that it can't do it again, but there's got to be a catalyst behind that, like i.e. a bull run or something like that. So you're gonna have to be willing to hold this. And SHIB did this, and I don't compare anything to SHIB, right? SHIB is SHIB, Pepe is Pepe. They're all different tokens. They're all gonna perform differently. But if you look at history, Pepe is on the exact same roadmap as SHIB, right? It's doing the exact same thing. As far as the exchanges, as far as the price action, as far as the pump, as far as the pullback, as far as the leveling off here at this level for an extended period of time. You got to remember SHIB dropped, I think it was like 3 zeros on that first pump. And then when it went on that massive run, it dropped the next 3, right? But it's harder to go on a big run when you have to go to $1 billion plus market cap, right? It's easier to go on that big run when you're only trying to get to, that 500, million market cap, right? It's easier to get there than it is to get to that $1 billion market cap. That's the challenge. I fell way behind on the chat. Yeah, it's on Dex Tools, 42 million market cap. Oh, that's Planet. Chris Planet. I got it in Pepe. I got it in Pepe a little late. Didn't make much. I got in a little late too. I consider this a little late right here, where I got in. I got in a little late, probably right up in this area right here. But I did experience this run up. I did take profits on this run up. I can tell you that right now. I took profits. So I was able to ride this back down because I got my initial out right about, I want to say it was right about here. Missed the top, and as it was coming down, I want to say I got my initial investment out right about here. So I'm just riding on profit at this point. So to me, it can sit. Okay, I'll reach out to them. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to look at them. I'll be more than happy to look at them. Give them a look. Give them a look over. Reach out. Tell them DM me on Twitter. Twitter name's the same. I'll be more happy to give them a look and give them my opinion of what they have going on. I haven't got in yet. Yeah, I think Pepe is going to come down a little further though. I think it's going to come down a little bit further. I think it's going to pull back a little bit more. Like if you're not in, I would wait, because as I'm telling you, if you lined up this Pepe chart with the Bitcoin chart, I did it earlier today, and I wish I would have saved it. It's almost the exact same. They run almost on the exact same trajectory, literally almost identical. Looking for the total market cap, looking for the total market cap to drop again before buying. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. Like I said, I'm riding on profits right now. I wouldn't buy in right now. I wouldn't buy that right now. I would wait. I would wait for this market cap to come down. I definitely wouldn't buy at that market cap. You will be exit liquidity if you buy at that market cap, and understand that there's bots in there. Understand it's highly botted. So any liquidity pump, any pump that it's going to get, the bots are going to bring it right back down, because they're the ones that are taking profit. I did have a little gamble on Homer Simpson. Oh, you got into the Simpson ones, Chris? You got into Homer Simpson? I was thinking about it. That because sometimes I sit here on the weekends and I just feel like degenerating a little bit, and sometimes I do that. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I didn't do it though. I didn't do it. I'll tell you that right now. I tell you, Loyal is probably the last degen play I have, and it's probably going to be the last one. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it's going to probably be the last one that I do for a while. I don't want to say that because every time I say that, I always end up sticking my foot in my mouth, and I always end up, we'll go to a 4-hour on this one. I always end up buying something else, and then people look at me like, "Yo, you said you weren't buying anything." But a lot of times I degen into stuff, and I don't even tell you guys. Like it's all fun and games to me. So, and that's kind of how I play it. What exchange do you use? I actually have my Pepe right now. I have it on Gemini. That's where I have mine, on Gemini, because I'm in New York. So I only have 2 exchanges technically that I can use legally, and that's Coinbase and Gemini. So I have it on Gemini. It's just sitting there. But the first time I bought my Pepe was actually on the DeFi side. So I got in I got a million rug pull. I got in minimum rug pull. Oh yeah. How did you do? Did you do good? Big Watch dude, what's up, dude? What's going on, brother? I figured I'd come on here for an hour because I ain't gonna be on here tomorrow morning. So I'm just kind of I wasn't on Friday. So I figured I'd just pop up on you guys on a Sunday and see what you guys are doing. I heard Mung had about I was in Mung XXI. I was in Mung. They do have a lot going on. I was in Mung. I sold out of Mung. And I'm not opposed to jumping back in Mung. What I won't jump back into though, guys, I'll tell you guys I was in and I actually got out before the tank is RFD. I won't get back in there. I don't see that chart recovering. Is it even up here? Yeah, right here. RFD. I don't see this thing coming back. This chart right here. I mean, when you look at this thing, this looks pretty rough. This is pretty bad. This is bad. Every time they inject liquidity into RFD, the bots eat it up. So when you have this many bots in a contract, and every time the owner of the contract keeps trying to inject liquidity into the contract, and the bots just keep eating it up. It just keep eating it up and eating it up and eating it up. And when you have that many bots into a contract, and this is something that like they're never going to come out and tell you, like the project or the people up there talking on Twitter Spaces are never going to come out and say, oh my God, we have so many bots in a contract. It's going to be so hard for us to recover the contract, right? But in reality, that's what's going on, right? Like these bots are killing this contract. And the only way to survive them bots eating this contract up is you have to inject a huge amount of liquidity, and then the retail investors have to come behind that, and literally buy the chart up so that the bots stop taking profit at these lower levels, because the bots are still making money down here, because the bots are only in this thing to make like 3 or 4% profit. That's it. So they're continually buying and selling and buying and selling and buying and selling. So as soon as they inject liquidity and this thing goes up, the bots dump it. They dump the liquidity straight down. And then, they'll inject some more liquidity, and then the bots will dump it again. And that's just how that works. So when you have so many bots, so imagine, 30 bots doing that at the same time. Anybody in Mung? I was, but I'm out. I'm gonna tell you, I sold out of Mung. I got in and in and out of Mung. Yeah, Chris, you're with me. I got in. I made some money. I made some good money in Mung. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Like I made good money in Mung. I really did. So I'm not. I made money in RFD as well. So I'm just telling you guys why I won't get back into this particular play, and it's because of the bot activity that's in there, and I don't think the chart can recover. I don't think it can recover from that. So that's why, But and not to mention, I don't like the path that they're on right now. But that's either here nor there. It's really the bot activity. It was at 100 million. It was at 100 million market 12 million now. Are you talking about Planet again? Big Watch is in the building. Why not RFD? Oh, XXI, I just told you why not RFD. It's this chart. The bots won't let you recover this. You you think about it, every time there's like an ETH or 2 ETH buy, the bots are eating it up. They're just sucking it up. They'll let the bot will let these buys come in right here, and then it'll scoop right behind it, and it'll boom, it'll sell right on top of them, and then another, see, there it goes right there, and then another one will come in, and this thing will run, and boom, so you're exit liquidity to the bot in this contract right now. The bots, that's what you are. The devs are never going to tell you that, but if you come in here and you look at these wallets and you look at what they're trading and how much they're trading, the bot activity, and you just track the bot, right? Just track one of the bots, and you will know that you're going to be exit liquidity to the bot. And unless they come in here and inject millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars of liquidity, you can't out trade a bot. So you think RFD is done? I personally do, Big Watch. I personally do. I took all my money out. I made money and I took it out. I thought they made the contract bot proof. No, they didn't. You can't really make a contract bot proof. Bots are like yeah, they are. The bots are crazy, man. Bots will get you. Bots will ruin a contract like this. But technically, you can't really make a contract bot proof. Like, you can blacklist bots, like you can blacklist the wallet, but you technically can't make it. Like, what are you gonna do? Blacklist every single wallet that's in there? Elmo, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Yeah, Sunday night stream for me because I didn't do Friday, and I can't do tomorrow because I have a couple early meetings, plus I have a doctor's appointment. So I figured I just do a pop up on Sunday. So just a pop up stream, see who stopped by. Yeah, so I'm here, man. I'm here just chopping it up. Made a little out of turbo, and I didn't get into any of them, Chris. I didn't get into any of them, but I'm glad you're making money. Chaka Crypto is in the house. What's up, brother? What is up, Chaka? Yeah. So no Mung. Yeah, I'm not in Mung right now. I got in. I made some money in Mung. I'll tell you guys straight up. I made a good amount of money in Pepe. I made a good amount of money. Well, I should say I'm sitting on a good amount of money in Pepe because I took my initial out. I made a good amount of money in Mung, and I sold out of that. And I made a good amount of money in RFD. I sold out of that. I told you guys in the video how I played Loyal. And I'll tell you guys here how I played Loyal. And I'm actually killing Loyal right now. I'm killing it in Loyal, and people are complaining about it, but I'm actually killing it, right? I'll get down to this chat and then I'll review with you guys what I did. But damn, those buggers were up there, up the game. Yeah, they are. It is. But Big Watch, dude. Let me get down to the bottom of this chat, guys. So because I fell way behind. So I'm just gonna skip down to the bottom, man. I am sorry. I fell behind. I usually try not to do that. I usually try to get to everybody. But I'm just not gonna do that today because I told you guys I'd be out here for an hour. We're already over that. I should use that block. That they should use that blacklist, but they're not gonna use the blacklist. It doesn't look good for the project. Turbo Turbo and Wojak. I heard of Wojak. I didn't hear of Turbo though, Crispy. Like I've never heard of Turbo, but I heard of Wojak. Thoughts. Daniel, thoughts on I don't really have any right now. I don't have any right now, XXI, but I will. Yeah, I will. It's something I was looking at. So here's what I do with Loyal, and here's how I came out ahead. So you guys know I got in the pre-sale, right? So here, right here is the pre-sale. So here was the launch, right? So when this thing, the bottom fell out of this thing right here, right? So we're sitting at 2x right here, right? This was a 2x for us, roughly about a 2x, right? This is the 4-hour chart. I could change it to the 15-minute or hour, and you guys could see it better, but we'll just talk it through here on this 4-hour. So this was about a 2x for me, right? But at this point, we still didn't have 100% of the airdrop tokens, right? So I only had 25% of my tokens, right? At this point, I was sitting on a 2x, and we're instructed not to sell, right? So I didn't sell, and I wouldn't sell 25% of my tokens at a 2x anyways, right? It's just that just wouldn't make good mathematical sense for me, right? But Ben and BitBoy started arguing over the airdrops and liquidity right here at this point. This is where this big red candle happened, right? They started to act like children for a little while, right? So I was actually sleeping, right? So I missed this drop. And what happened was right about here, right on the top of this, they airdropped everybody 100% of their tokens, right? So everybody's seen these arguments going on between these two, and they started dumping. It just absolutely dumped the chart. So imagine what happened when I wake up, probably not totally at the bottom of this, but somewhere close to the bottom. Like I went from a 2x to negative, right? I'm down at this point, right? So I figure out what's going on, and I'm like, damn, this thing's not looking good, right? But I see that them two kissed and made up, so life was good. So what I ended up doing is I ended up throwing money in about halfway down through here and lowering my cost, and I threw some money in right about here on this candle, right up in this red candle right here, right somewhere up in here, right? So I ended up bringing my cost down to like 1.2, somewhere up in there. And it was one of these wicks that went up to like 1.5, and I sold for profit. I sold it all. And then actually I'm going to bring this out to an hourly chart because I think you guys will be able to see it better. I'm going to refresh this too. But I've been swing trading this and making good money doing it. So I'll tell you how this thing is happening right now. So for days now, for the last couple of days since I was even, right? I made a little bit of money. I've been buying at down here at like 408, 409, and I've been waiting for it to run up to about 1.2, 3.0s, 1.2, 3.0s, 1.3, and I've been selling. And I just have had that strategy on rinse and repeat, right? Because this thing will hurry up and run down to 4.09, and I buy, and then it'll run up to 1.2. What is this in there now, right? All right, see, like right now it's at 4.090, right? So I probably should buy like right here live on stream. I would buy this, right? And in about another hour, it's going to run up here to this one. You hope that it's going to run up here to around this 1.13, 1.213 level, and you're selling it. And then it's going to come all the way back down, and you're going to rinse and repeat that. And I've been making a ton of money doing that. I don't suggest you guys do that unless you guys really know what you're doing with that. But that's what I've been doing with Loyal. I still don't understand. I still don't understand loyal, loyal, loyal. Hey, Big Watch. I don't understand loyal all the way either. What I do know is that they're setting up a DEX, kind of like Uniswap, which is supposed to be out in a couple of days. They're telling us that the loyal token is going to be just like the Uniswap token, right? And also the Ben ETH holders are going to get rewarded for holding Ben ETH or staking Ben ETH or whatever they're going to do with it. They're going to get rewarded in loyal. So loyal is going to be this utility token that's the DEX that helps with the DEX and helps with the staking as well. So, that's what I got, out of that. So I've actually been doing okay with all these crazy news. Yeah, it's been crazy in this meme coin world. I've been doing okay too. Like I was telling these guys, Chaka, I've made money on Mung. I made money on Pepe. I made money on RFD. I made money on, obviously I'm continually make money on Loyal. I've been doing okay. I will tell you that I've been honeypotted twice though. And that does not sit well with me because I have only been honeypotted 2 other times, right? So, and I was honeypotted twice in 1 week, and it was because they changed the taxes on us at launch. The taxes were, one of them were supposed to be 0 in, 0 out, and when they launched the tokens, they changed it to 100 and 100. That's a honeypot, and then the other one was supposed to be 2 in, 1 out, and then when they launched the token, they changed it to 100 and 100. So I'm not happy about that, but that was me though. I didn't do any research. I didn't do anything. I didn't check out the devs. I was jumping into some DGEM plays on the weekend, and that's what happened. And it was money that I was willing to lose. And actually, it was me and Dr. Crypto who did it together, and we just sat back and laughed. So, what are you gonna do? I bought my wife a new fridge. I heard you bought you and your wife a new fridge with what was it? Your Pepe profits, right? So yeah, Pepe. Yeah, that's always nice, man. I'm sitting on my profits right now. They're all just sitting there. I'm sitting on them. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with them yet, or how I'm gonna reinvest them. I'm definitely going to reinvest into some blue chips with them. I'm gonna secure that money. I usually touch. All right, so I did. I'm gonna get off here in a minute, guys. But I had some more news, but then we got to talking, so that's cool. But I wanted to, keep in mind this Indian exchanges, guys. These things are not healthy right now. It's Coin DCX, Coin Swap, and WazirX. WazirX being a big one. These CEOs are coming out saying this bear market is really making them almost insolvent. So keep an eye on that, because have some money on the side, because if WazirX goes down, it'll have the market go down for a minute, but not long. So just have some money on the side ready to take care of that. I'm going to make a video about this, but I'll bring it to you guys here. Now, this is a House bill, Republican backed, actually bipartisan backed, but mostly by Republicans, to actually make cryptocurrency a commodity instead of a security. This bill is right now trying to gain traction in the House. And this bill, basically for every cryptocurrency that came out, you would be considered a commodity. And then if you read down through here, this section right here is where it gets interesting, where they're saying even though your the sale of cryptocurrency, like on a pre-sale, right, is much like a public offering, which is an ICO in the in the stock world. That just because you're a security, because you do a public offering, doesn't necessarily make you a security long term. So you would still be considered a commodity, even though you've done some security type of activity, right? You would still be a commodity. So that's big news right there. That's something different. That's big. They're starting to give, this would give a lot of clarity to the cryptocurrency market in general, and what they can and can't do, what would make them a security, what would make them a commodity. But the key to this is that you would be a commodity first until you proved yourself to be a security, right? So that's important, right? That's really important. And right now it's the other way around. You're a security until you prove yourself to be a commodity. So they're really starting to try to flip this. So I would suggest that everybody kind of, read this over, read this bill over a little bit, or at least the highlights of it, because if this thing gets any legs in the House, right? If it gets any legs in the House, and it gets through the House and it can get to the Senate, and this thing gets passed, you now have complete clarity on cryptocurrency. This bill will give you complete clarity on cryptocurrency in general. They even hit on the exchanges, right? And they even hit on the fact that the owner of, like, let's say the owner of a token cannot own over 20% of that supply, which is good, because right now the devs hold a huge amount of supply on every token, most of the tokens that are out. So under this law, they wouldn't be able to hold more than 20% of the supply. That means they can't dump on you, so that's a good thing that's in this bill. So I'm going to make a video about this, but I wanted you guys to know that this was out here. It was floating out here. What else did I have pinned up top of here? We already went through the XRP stuff. So I'm going to be out here in a minute, guys, but peace. Yeah, XXI, I'm out. Getting late for me. 24 hour stream. No way, Chaka. No way, brother. I'll be good for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then that's it for me. Get your coffee. Let's do this. One of these days we'll do it, Chaka. But it ain't gonna be on a Sunday night when I gotta work on Monday. I can tell you that. When is it going to the House floor? Right now it's trying to gain support, Big Watch. They're trying to gain support for it, so there's no real date for it to go to the House floor yet. But it's starting to get legs. It's starting to gain traction. So when this does go to the House floor, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date on this. There's a couple influencers that are covering this. I'm covering this. I think Ozm's covering this. I'm pretty sure Chaka will cover this at some point. So we're, when this thing gets enough legs that it's going to get to the House floor, then we're definitely going to cover this more in detail, because playing off of that Ripple case, right? That's getting ready to be over by the end of the month. I think this is one of the reasons why, right? I think that Ripple case and this bill together, they're working together. I think that Ripple case and this bill both are gaining the same amount of traction and the same amount of legs at the same time. And my boy Know Nothing Gary will no longer have any oversight over crypto if this passes. Everything will have to go to the commodities, the Commodities and Exchange Commission. All your cryptocurrency would have to be registered there in the United States. They would have complete oversight of the cryptocurrency market. And believe you me, they are much more lenient in the commodity section than they are in the SEC. So this is actually great news. Actually, the lady who runs the commodity side is crypto friendly. So, you know, everything that she has said so far, she's been crypto friendly. So you know, this is a good thing. But Big Watch, good question about when this goes to the floor. I don't know, but we will find that out. This is new, so they're just, it's written, it's ready to go. They're just putting it out there right now. So you know, we'll keep you guys up to date on that. I'll probably make a video about that tomorrow. So with that, guys, I know this was a pop-up Sunday stream. Appreciate all you guys coming in here to hang out with me. Chris, Chaco, Big Watch, XXI, Anti-Rock, everybody, man. And I'm not gonna be able to name everybody, but you know, I appreciate every single one of you guys. And you know, I'm not going to stream tomorrow morning. I got some business I got to take care of, plus I have a doctor's appointment. So I'll be back at it on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. I may start doing a little bit more of these night pop-up streams, guys. My subs are at 913. We're getting close to that 1,000 mark, and that's all we need. So that we're going to have a big party when that happens. I think I'm the last one of the crew to get monetized. I think everybody else has done it. I think, you know, Chakas did it now. Waddy's did it now. So I think I'm the last one of that whole crew. Sean is there. Sean's monetized. So I think, but I was also the last one to start as well. So, you know, I don't care when it happens. I'm just happy that it will happen and happy we'll get it done. Seiko, you coming in at the end, brother. But I hope your Sunday's good, bro. I hope your Sunday's good. So, you know, with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want everybody to have a great Sunday and not listen to me ramble on for hours. It's been close to 2 hours now, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Damn you, Seiko, you're late, man. You're late, and I was hoping that you were here because you're one of the ones that were telling me to do night streams. So. But with that, have a great Sunday, guys. I'll see you guys Tuesday. And with that, I'm out. Get ready for this video to come out. All right. See you guys later. Bye.